So this video might be a little bit intense, so just bear with me for a moment. So a lot of people ask me this question. Chris, if you could make a video game, what would your dream video game be? And I look at you, square in your beady little eyes, and I can say, without a shadow of a doubt, my dream video game encompasses the following series. Chrono's Trigger. Pokemon. Of course. It's me. Shenmue and Beyonetta. Now, the reason why I want these games involved in my mashup of the greatest game of all time, to me, is because I think these games encompass the kind of adventure, the kind of action, the kind of immersiveness that I think all video games need to exhibit. Now, to me, my dream game does this. It starts with you as an infant, a child, a fetus, if you will. You're in your mother's belly, right? Okay. So from there, you can decide what happens outside of the belly. So you can decide if you grow up in a single parent home, if you grow up in a home where both parents are present, if you grow up in a home where the grandparents are helping raise you, whatever the situation is, you can decide all that from inside the fetus. And so you decide what kind of home you grew up in, and then you go into grammar school, and then you go into high school, and you make all these decisions along the way. And all these decisions will later affect you in the game. Because the entire time the game is happening, you're being told that you have this great destiny to fulfill. You're being told you're going to have a fight and take down some great evil. So with this in your head, from a child all the way to an adult, you are going through life making decisions, very aware that the decisions you make are going to affect the rest of your life. So let's say like you make the right friends. Let's say you get to high school, you decide you want to be popular. You go to high school, you decide that you want to be a nerd. You go to high school, you decide that you just want to kind of like blend in. All these decisions that you make will affect you later, because let's say you decided you want to be a nerd. So then that means your rival might be a completely different rival than it would have been had you decided to be a jock. Or maybe, you know, you get like different, stronger, or better abilities based on the decisions you made when you were a child or a high schooler. You know, all this stuff is going to be like all very, 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 very important in your development as the story goes on. Now, again, the first half of the game is all based on setting pieces in place to allow you to grow into the person you're supposed to be, or the person that you want to be, in order to defeat the evil. And later, once you actually get to the point where you're now fulfilling your destiny, and you're engaged in the battle, you're more into the action part of the game, which, you know, encompasses Bayonetta and some Shenmue elements. Once you're there, now you're starting to find out, oh, had I not made this decision, this wouldn't happen this way. Or had I made a different decision, I would have been more powerful in this area, but instead I'm more powerful here. And so all that's making a big difference. Like, even if you have a love interest, let's say you decided to forego romance and focus on your studies when you were in school. Well, you don't have to save any woman, or man, if you will. You don't have to save anybody because you decided not to focus on that. But if you did decide to focus on that, let's say now the villain has decided they're going to take your girlfriend because they know you care about her. You know, all these things, all these little things that you choose in the game are going to affect you later. And I think that is what truly brings you into a game. That's what truly immerses you. That's what truly pulls you in to the point where you can't let go. I think that's why I honestly just love Pokemon, because I feel like Pokemon is one of the few series that just gets that right, you know? Like, if I do not raise my Pokemon right, if I do not train them, if I do not like expose them to certain stones, if I don't do little things here and there, the entire game will change. If I don't do it right, I won't progress. If I don't do it right, I can't beat anybody else, because I take on the role of that trainer, you know? It's not just me watching a game, it's not just me playing a game. I am that trainer in that moment, you know? I am a Pokemon trainer when I'm playing Pokemon. I am raising those freaking Charmeleon. I am raising those Jigglypuffs. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is something that I have to do. And that's what pulls me into the game. That's what pulls me into the series. That's what makes me rant about freaking Pokemon every single time I see something new about it. And that's what I want from the next, I guess, a new game that's going to be a game that's going to truly fulfill my dreams. I want that same feeling. I want to feel like I can't stop playing this game because this is my life. I can't stop doing this because this is what truly affects me. Even though it's not really affecting me, it's affecting the game, sprite, console, polygons, whatever you want to call them. I want something that truly pulls you in like that, and also provides the action, also provides the storyline, also provides the humor that all these other series that I mentioned bring to the table. So that would be my dream video game. A game that just makes your decisions important. Now, of course, this is a show, if you will. That's not just about me, it's about you. So let's talk about what your dream video game would be and what you think about my game and how we could possibly get that to happen. But yeah, let's talk. Albert, use teleport.